Hey guys, this is Tanner with Utility Disc Golf, and today I'm reviewing the Discmania CD. This is one of the first drivers produced from Discmania, and I think it can fit into almost anyone's bag. So let's start off by talking about the look and feel of the CD. For the majority of the review, I threw the CD in the S-Line plastic, and the S-Line plastic is a durable yet grippy plastic from Discmania. It's a go-to plastic type for most players. I also threw the CD in the PLine plastic, which is a little bit softer plastic, but I'll get into that a little bit later in the review. The CD is very comfortable in the hand. It's a 10-speed driver, so regardless of your hand size, you can still feel confident gripping and ripping this disc. The CD is a great neutral flying driver. Since the flight of the CD is neutral for me, I like how far I can throw it without having to throw it very hard. When I threw the CD on a flat release angle, the CD went pretty straight and had a slight turn to the right for a right-handed backhand player before it had a nice controlled fade back to the left at the end. When throwing the CD on a hyzer angle, the CD would hold the hyzer release angle for the majority of its flight, and it has quite a bit of glide too. Because it's a little bit of an understable disc, the disc wants to stay in the air a lot longer than a normal overstable hyzer disc would. So you're still going to get a lot of forward carry when you're loose on a hyzer angle, which is really nice if you really need to shape a shot that's a really long right to left shot for a right-handed backhand player. On an anhyzer release, the CD would hold the release angle that I threw it on, and it would hold that for the majority of its flight, moving from left to right in the air for a right-handed backhand player before having a nice soft flat landing at the end of its flight. As the CD beats in, I could see it being a great turnover anhyzer disc or a nice hyzer flip to flat disc for those narrow fairways. But right out of the box, I'm loving the neutral stability out of this disc. I also threw the CD in the PLine plastic. The PLine plastic is a little bit softer version of the S-Line. I find that it has a little bit more grip. It's kind of got a little bit more of a chalky texture to it than the S-Line, whereas the S-Line is a little bit more slick. But the PLine is a little bit less stable than the S-Line in terms of flight characteristics. When I threw the PLine on a flat release angle, it would have a tendency to turn over to the right a lot more than the S-Line, and it would have a less fade at the end. When I threw the PLine on a hyzer release angle, it would want to pop up to flat a lot more and go straighter for its flight instead of having that right to left finish like a S-Line would. On an anhyzer release, the PLine would have a tendency to flip over a lot more, similar to the flat release, and sometimes turn into a cut roller depending on how hard you throw it. If you have a slower arm speed and you like the feel of the CD, I would definitely look at the PLine plastic because you're going to be able to get a lot more distance out of it. The CD is a great neutral flying distance driver. For those new players or slower arm speeds, the CD is going to be a good disc in order to teach you angle control and speed control in order to shape multiple different shots out on the course. You can use it for hyzer shots, anhyzer shots, or even long distance S-shaped shots. For your faster arm speed players or more advanced players, the CD is going to be a great disc for hyzer flip to straight shots in the narrow fairways, or even some big turnover anhyzer shots. If you guys like this video, please leave us a like. If you have any questions about the CD, please leave them in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to see more disc reviews from Discmania, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay fly.